Actually, I forgot to put you two in the PC. Hello there, everyone. Hi, Kayla. How's everyone doing? Oh, you're right. You're still all stuck in limbo. That is the draft thingy. You go here, and you go here. There we go. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So we've got some shiny hunting to do today. I have a Blitzel outbreak. So we're gonna be shiny hunting this thing. We are finally gonna be getting shiny Blitzel. How is everyone doing today? Today the most recent match for the EBL has gone up. Us against Jakey XY. Hello there, Pixel. How you doing? Blitzel. Actually, just want to go just check what shiny Blitzel looks like. I think I know what shiny Blitzel looks like. I just want to triple check. How you doing? Hello, Garrett. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we're doing okay tonight. Yeah, that's a Blitzel. It's not Blitzel. That's not a Striker. We do need Blitzel. Yes, it is indeed Blitzel. Thankfully, Blitzel should be a little bit more spawn apparent than Snivy was, because Snivy sucked. Snivy was not a fun shiny hunt. We'll go Dino Chicken Nuggy. Oh yeah, that sticks out pretty heavily. Oh yeah, right, you weren't even in Gen... Yeah, that sticks out pretty heavy. That's blue. You're very blue. Alright, let's get knocking him out. Yes, it's very slightly blue. Go Dino Chicken Nuggy. So how is everyone doing tonight? Just had my latest matchup of the UNPL today, which... I mean, it was... I finally am done with all of the Paradox Legendary Beasts. I don't need to deal with them anymore. It is indeed a Jakey outbreak. Electable's very, very nice. We gotta get Electables at some point. I don't know how and when I'm going to shiny hunt. I mean, I know how I'm gonna shiny hunt Electabuzz. I just don't know when. So I need to wait to get an outbreak of Electabuzz in a good location. Also should be turning on the replay buffer. I should be doing that. Doing a little bit, dropping by chill. Thank you very much, Garrett. Thank you very much for the little drop by and chill. Lemon. Mudkip, you did not come on at all today, pretty much, for Splatoon. Got a squirrel today when I was doing Union Circle. Fun. Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, so I'm finally finished with facing down the Legendary Beast Paradoxes in the UNPL, so I don't need to worry about freaking Gouging Fire, Walking Wake, and Raging Bolt anymore. So, I had a very brutal first 3 weeks of the UNPL, but thankfully, within those first 3 weeks, I also removed some of, like, the most unambiguously terrifying Pokemon to face down in a draft league, because I no longer need to deal with Iron Valiant, the Beast Paradoxes, Raikou, because, yeah, Raikou in draft leagues is an absolute menace and a half to deal with. I don't need to deal with freaking... What is it? Yeah, Iron Treads, which my team struggles with Iron Treads. Don't deal with Mandibuzz anymore, because Mandibuzz is, like, a huge problem. Yeah, I don't need to deal with any of, like, the really, like, big, terrifying things anymore. So, I'm kind of happy with that. But at the same time, struggle. Struggle is what it was. Hello there, King Stubborn. How are you doing today? Hello, Austin, as well. Though, if I do make it into playoffs, I will need to face down those teams again. Which is good, because now I'm out for revenge on those teams. And also, with the transactions I've done, I now think I can actually face them on semi-good footing. So, but yeah, tomorrow, UNPL Week 2 is going to be coming out on the channel around 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How fitting, Walking Wake was our big opponent that week, and Dino Chicken Nuggy is now our shiny hunting partner. Ironic. Hello. Hello there, Jared. How do you do? Also, I should probably plug in... There we go. I gotta plug the headphones back at the speakers, that way you guys don't get freaking blasted if someone does anything. Yeah, it's going well. I really want it. I know, Mudkip. But you never returned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we are on the 6th one now. But we will work on this Jakey outbreak. I really want to play Flip the Balloon, but I just couldn't. Fair enough, Mudkip. Fair enough. Yeah, unfortunately, like, we kept getting terrible randos that rotation. Or at least I know I did. I went from Executive VP, like, the opener for that was strong. I was Executive VP, and then it went from Executive VP down to, like, Pro Fresh +1. What did you do, James? Oh, beat Nightmare King Grim. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very delightful. Delightful. Is that a shiny one? No, it's not a shiny one. Destroy the little zebra. Meta, if I played, I would have been VCing constantly. Fair enough. So what happened to your internet? Why did your internet decide to just commit self-exit game? Because, like, normally my internet doesn't do that. I mean, normally internet doesn't do that unless, like, something happens. Also, I just realized something. We're gonna get freaking electric spawn interference, which is not gonna be good. So we'll need to deal with that. It's a slight problem, but we'll figure it out. We will deal. Yeah, just try unplugging the modem and like plugging it back in and there's something to fix it out. But again, if you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like on the stream. Also, Hydro Steam, get blasted in the absolute face. You're a little sandbag. Big fan of sand they get blasted. There are 9 of you viewers, and it seems there's only 3 likes on the stream. Sometimes the little like thing on the little status page does not seem to be going correctly. But best way to help support the channel, of course, without leaving a subscribe, is to leave a like on the thing. Outage in the area makes sense. Sometimes technology does indeed want to be a forehead and not work properly. That is indeed sometimes how things work. Yeah. Hopefully, things will work better in the future. Next rotation, I didn't see anything too impressive about, so nothing to really worry about with that one. So that's kind of a goodish thing. But next week, UNPL is gonna be certainly a thing. It's kind of funny how I say, like, oh yeah, next week UNPL, or like next week, or this week, when everything on the UNPL is recorded a week in advance. So, like, today, so if I'm talking about this week, I'm talking about week 3's match. Because tomorrow, week 2's match comes out, because we have to record everything a week in advance. So if I say this week, I mean a week in advance of what the present week is. So, next week, I go against, like, I go against a team that has a Latios on it, which scares me because it's a Latios. But at the same time, I would rather deal with Latios than deal with, like, Raging Bolt or Iron Valiant or any of those, like, insane paradoxes. But the thing that makes me sad is I'm not just dealing with a Latios team next week. I'm dealing with an Excatar team. I am dealing with the team strategy that I myself used for years. Sand Rush Excatar. So I was like, how? Why have you betrayed me, Excadrill? Tyranitar, how could you do this to me? But we're gonna need to figure out a plan. But I've made a few trades. I dropped Mesprit. I dropped Ampharos. Picked up Swampert. So we've got a better team. So the Reggies get 2 more members. Birds get Galar farms. The Beast get Sword Paradox. As well, the Legendary Trio is gonna get something next. I mean, well, technically the Lake Spirits, or the Lake Trio, whatever the freak you want to call them, technically they got a signature move. So, they also received a thing. Technically. Genies also received signature moves, but the Genies also got a 4th member to the team, so there's also that. Next legendary I think is gonna get something. Well, let's see. I think they've done... I think every single legendary has gotten, like, everything like a minor legendary trio has gotten something now. What their move do? Mystical Power always raises special attack if it connects. And has a 90% chance of hitting and like 70 base power. Kind of good, except for the fact that dark types just absolutely shrug it off like it's nothing because they don't affect them. I mean, the Tapus already have a signature move. They've already got Nature's Madness. They've got Forgotten About. Also not incorrect. Not an incorrect statement, Mudkip. Yeah, I don't really think I don't think there's any other legendary grouping that hasn't got something. Maybe they're gonna give, like, signature moves to the Loyal 3? But the Loyal 3's kind of whole thing is they suck. So... I don't really think they're gonna get anything. You know, I don't really think that, like, any of the other legendaries are gonna really be getting stuff in the future. Like, they gave Mewtwo a signature move. They buffed Latios and Latias. They buffed the Lake Trio. I don't know. Again, I think Mudkip's internet committed toaster. Yeah, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Sometimes internet does decide to self-exit game. Internet decides to self-exit game. Deerling is not our favorite Pokemon. If anything, Deerling is the only Pokemon I like to go specifically hunting with a sniper. You know, honestly, which Pokemon do I dislike more? Pachirisu or Deerling? Now that's a question right there. Ha, Celebi getting a thing. Good joke. I mean, technically, Celebi is not a legendary. It's a mythical. So, it would be something outside of the established pattern. Because it is a mythical. Maybe a Legends game, too, while you're at it. That is what you call wishful thinking. Remember, Celebi already got front and center focus in Explorers of Time, Darkness, and Sky. Celebi already got a thing. Actually, hunting rifle. I mean, see, here's the thing. The sniper rifle developed out of the hunting rifle, so it's like it's kind of like calling a tree a plant. One came from the other. They have the same origin point. I'm a big fan of the History of Everything podcast, and they actually covered the Snipey dudes. They covered everyone's favorite class in Call of Duty, the camper. That doesn't count. What doesn't count? Shiny Luck 2, didn't I make that command? No, because Shiny Luck 2 as a command doesn't work. I tried, it doesn't work, unfortunately. I wanted to make it work, but it does not, sadly. Yeah, I mean, I think you did add it, but the thing is, Nightbot reads Shiny Luck because Shiny Luck command is within the Shiny Luck 2 command. It automatically calls it. It automatically calls the Shiny Luck command to one, and I think it can only call one command at a time. Command. Just call up the command list. It may have gotten removed because, like, it doesn't work. Hello there, Peter Key in the Bob. How you doing? Again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Next shiny giveaway. I still haven't nailed down when the next shiny giveaway is going to be. I think the next shiny giveaway is going to be before I do the big video predicting Pokemon Presents Pokemon Days thing. And luck. Yeah. It's very, very weird how the thing works. Yeah, it only calls one command at a time. This is why Nightbot does not work the way we want it to. It just doesn't do what we need it to do. Totodile! Hi, Totodile. Big fan. Second favorite starter of all time. Totodile. Totodile is a good bean. Totodile is a very good bean. His friend. I've heard the horror stories, though, of shiny Totodile hunting. It's not fun, from what I've heard. I've heard people who are against, like, date skipping will actually do, like, the date preserving method for it, which I don't do. But that scares me. I've heard it's horrible. I believe Pokemon Day is February 27th? It's like February 27th or February 22nd. It's something in like the February 20s range. But it's like the anniversary of the release of Red and Green. Because yes, the original games were not Red and Blue. The original games were Red and Green. We never got Green released over here in the West because Green was a horribly glitchy mess. And then Blue was a later released version that actually had a little bit of less bugs in it, but still a lot of bugs. And then that was used as a scaffolding to make the international version of Red, which is why Green never got, like, international release. Again, the whole, like, release thing of a lot of the old Pokemon is kind of fascinating when you really think about it. Those games barely hold together. The fact they hold together at all is a miracle. Yeah, I think Pokemon Day is... Pokemon Day. Pokemon Day. I think it is February 27th. Yep, February 27th. It scares me I actually know those dates, even though I don't actually, like, actively follow. Well, then again, it was last year's, like, yeah, it's not. Well, I mean, I guess I remembered it because, like, it wasn't the 22nd. And it was late in the month, so I guess that makes sense. Also, yeah, next, wait, is next year? No. 2 more years, right? Yeah, it's like, it's 2026 is the 30th anniversary of Gen 1. That's when that happens. Yeah, you can make a Union Circle. Dark Meta Knight. You can make a Union Circle. Also, we do host Union Circles off-screen in the Discord if we do not get to them while live. So, if you would like to join the Discord, always available. And please, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, no, we've got the entire prediction video for Pokemon Day, because kind of the good and bad thing about Pokemon Day is they've gotten very predictable, because they follow a very formulaic thing, but also there's some extra special things. Barring the original release of Red and Green, every generation has been a red version and a blue version? I think you're stretching things a bit far, Jared. I wouldn't quite call Pearl being pink, Sun being orange. I wouldn't quite call those red and blue. So, I think that's kind of stretching the envelope a little far. How long are you gonna be streaming for? We're gonna get 10 on B20. We'll be live for a while. Yeah, black and white was not remember. Like, I mean, if you mean like have a red and blue on like the title box art, then I mean that can apply to like most games in general. Because they're very they're literally primary colors. They're literally the building blocks of colors. Is red, blue, and yellow. Yeah, see that's kind of cheating, Jared. I'd say that's kind of cheating if you say, well, there's a color is on the thing. But technically you are correct, which is the best kind of correct. But also, it is stretching the truth just a little bit. Yeah, I don't think anyone wants it. Well, I mean, so just remember, everyone. Zekrom is the Red Eyes Black Dragon, and Reshiram is the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Just remember that. Always remember that one of my favorite useless things to say, because it is true, and also very, very silly. It's like, yeah, no, Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Make a Yu-Gi-Oh joke. Just making Yu-Gi-Oh jokes here. Hydro Steam is boosted in rain too? Yes, Hydro Steam is boosted in rain. Remember, water moves are boosted by rain at all times. So. But if you're running a rain team, you might as well just run either Surf or Scald over Hydro Steam. Well, then again, if you do punch up against a Sun team, you may still want Hydro Steam. So, you could do both of them. But yeah, you know, it is boosted by rain as well. Just as Psychic Terrain does still boost Psyblade. Black and white are red and blue, just on a grayscale. Technically also correct, Mudkip. Technically a correct answer. Also, fun fact, Gary's name in Japanese is not blue, it's green. That's the reason why, like, Leaf's name is Leaf. Because they wouldn't call her Blue, because already Gary's name is Blue. And in the West, but in the original, his name is Green. Ah, translations. Gotta love translation errors. I mean, I guess it really isn't a translation error. More of, like, translating different games initially, which became the basis of everything. This is why we stand Mudkip in this console. I mean, Mudkip is generally, Mudkip's reliable. Which is the reason why I picked up Swampert in week 4, which it kind of hurts me because after I drafted Swampert as a fill-in for my initial Pokemon there, I just ran some of the numbers, just 2 back-of-the-envelope calculations for if I had Swampert week 3. What would this thing do to Gouging Fire? And the numbers... You're not shiny, are you? You know you're not shiny. And the numbers I got back for what Swampert would have done to Gouging Fire week 3 legitimately caused me physical pain because it would have just pulled my butt out of the fire. Quite literally. I know Rain, I'm just curious if Rain is on. But, Terrain Pulse. I feel so weird that Terrarium Pulse is only for one line, not given to a lot of the ball. What gets Terrain Pulse? What still learns Terrain Pulse? Just remember, initially, Tapu Bulu learned a Terrain Pulse. And then they took it away before release in Generation 8. I feel like the devs have some sort of personal spite vendetta against Bulu at this point. Small F. Interesting. Yeah, Terrain Pulse was an interesting move. I think maybe the reason not a lot of Pokemon get Terrain Pulse is just that it doesn't do enough. I mean, Weather Ball as a move, not many Pokemon really run. Sometimes you will see electric types like Raikou or Zapdos running it on a snow team as a way to hit ground types, but that was before Terra Blast existed. I can confirm I'm not a Gary. But Gary does have a very punchable face, which I can't agree with you on. Gary has... I would say, you know what, we're also going to make a thing at some point about, like, rivals with the most punchable face. I mean, I don't think that Gary's face is as punchable as Hop, because Hop does have the most punchable face in the series. Game Freak's vendetta as Bulu is bullshit. See what I did? I did see what you did there. I did see what you did there. Hey, don't punch SpongeBob. Okay, snail. I don't know. I mean, I'm fully okay with punching anything from SpongeBob. Hop. Yes, Hop is indeed the most punchable of all rivals. Like, I try and show a rival with a more punchable face than Hop. They don't exist. Hop has the singularly most punchable face of any character in the Pokemon series. Hop. Also, remember, his name isn't actually Gary. Technically, his name is Green. Actually, his name is Green, not Blue or Gary. Actually... Trevor. I don't know. I mean, the Gen 6 rivals are all very lame, but they're not as... They're bland. But I wouldn't say they're as passionately hated in terms like, you just get out of my way. Nearly from Legends. Hey, at least he becomes less of a dickhead as the game goes on. Just remember, canonically Hop gets a Zacian or Zamazenta. Canonically, that loser acquires a legendary Doge. Like, Zamazenta might not be great, but he does not deserve a Zamazenta. He does not deserve a Zamazenta, and he certainly doesn't deserve a Zacian. Because remember, with that, he technically is the most powerful rival in the series. Also, I wouldn't call... I don't want to say Melly, because that's the same name as Melia from Xenoblade. Is it Mealy? How do you pronounce the Voltorb guy from Legends Abacus? I don't know how to pronounce his name. But also, he is indeed very face punchable. He is indeed a highly face punchable person. The best kind of powerful. No! Because he's no skill. Hop is no skill powerful, which is the worst kind of powerful. He's only strong because he has a freaking legendary. That's, you know, one of the highest ones there is in terms of stats. He's not good. He covers for being bad by having an OP thing. That's the worst kind of powerful, because he got no skill. Hop is literally a walking skill issue. Do tornadoes, limes, boost all weather, rain, or is rain and sand? Do tornadoes... You mean the forces of nature? I believe all of them are perfectly accurate in rain. Yeah, maybe Springtide Storm isn't accurate perfectly in rain, but I'm pretty sure Tornadus Thunderous and Landorus's SIGs are all perfectly accurate in rain. But Landorus only with Sand Force has its Steel, Rock, and Ground moves boosted in Sand. I think that might be what you mean. Because you don't really use the Tornadus or Thunderous grouping. You don't really run them for power. You run Lando for power. But you run Torn and Thundy for tech. Well, if you're using Incarnate form. If you're using Therian, you're running Therian Torn as a pivot with Regenerator, generally heavy-duty boots. And you're running Thundy as anti-electric, get blasted, go burr. What about, oh no, they don't, they have no benefits in Sun. I honestly think they do a lot worse in Sun. Because their moves are generally designed to deal and work well in rain. Now, I mean, I guess Lando does best in Sun, because it doesn't need to deal with Water-type moves as heavily. Wait. Yeah, it doesn't need to worry about water moves. It doesn't worry about ice moves. Best attack move for Tornadus. I mean, every Tornadus always runs Bleak Wind. Yeah. Basically, every Torn is going to run Bleak Wind and Icy Wind if it's double support tech. Just because those two moves are that good. But if you're running a Torn, you're doing something like Tailwind, Taunt, Ice Wind, or Bleak Wind. Tornadus' move pool is surprisingly garbage for offensive moves, at least stabs-wise. They have a weird variety of coverage moves. Like, they get like Sludge Wave, Grass Knot. I don't think, do they get Gunk Shot? But they get all kinds of weird moves. But, yet, they don't get, like, any of the flying moves. They get, like, Acrobatics, Fly. I think just Torn gets Hurricane. And, like, that's it. Maybe one of them gets Air Slash, but I don't even think one of them gets Air Slash. Maybe Enamorous gets Air Slash, but their move pools are very weird. Which, I mean, it does make sense. They're designed for tech, not really damage. But then why do you give Thundy Nasty? Why don't they give them all Nasty Plot? I don't know, it's just weird. I have several questions. You know, not really Weather Ball. Not really Weather Ball as a move. Again, there's a number of ways you can spec them. But generally, you're generally going to be running the same moves as most other people do on them, because their move pools are just kind of that limited. I think I think for a while, Torn did use Foul Play if it learned it, just because Foul Play as a move is quite good. But since getting Bleak Wind, it just runs Bleak Wind. Well, it just runs Bleak Wind. Ugh. I've seen some that actually run like Snowscape for snow support teams, but that was very early Skull and Violet. They don't really run those anymore. Because, I mean, granted, Ice types just kind of dropped off a damn cliff at that point. I mean, again, Ice type isn't bad. It's just they've kind of gotten, not really power crept, but it's just they were kind of a fun little gimmicky thing. Which also, speaking of a fun gimmicky Ice types, I've made some realizations. The next time I do a draft league with, like, the UNPL, or, like, any, like, the subsidiary derivative leagues, note to self, don't draft Volcarona. I might really, really like Volcarona. But do not draft that thing. It is not freaking worth the 17 points. Well, okay. Not with my specific team composition. If I was running a Sun team, maybe. If I had some different Pokemon, it would be good. But I don't know how to draft a singles team, which I'm slowly working on. I'm getting better at drafting a singles team. Which, I mean, considering my first, like, foray into singles was EBL, which doesn't run items, and that I'm, like, basically operating off EBL logic for this, not too bad. Which is good because I picked up Revavroom. Like, Revavroom is freaking legendary at this point. Yeah. Like, that's kind of my favorite thing about draft leagues. I think I might have mentioned this before, but, like, when it comes to draft leagues, one of the greatest things you can do with them is you realize how absolutely fantastic a lot of Pokemon actually are. It's just they don't really get a chance to do things because of certain little idiosyncrasies of things like Smogon OU. Like, as a Pokemon, Revavroom is fantastic. It's just, it kind of struggles because a number of Pokemon that are good in OU, and they kind of oppress it. But it's like you do a draft league, those things are not present in the same capacities, and then Revavroom can just become the little engine that could, and it goes bonkers. But then at the same time, you also realize, yeah, without reliably bringing a ground type, something like a Specs Volt Switch Raikou kind of clowns on just about everything. Which I will never understand what compelled the devs to think giving Raikou Scald was a good idea. Like, whoever thought giving Raikou Scald was a good idea, they deserve to be slapped upside the head. That thing did not need Scald. Now, granted, without Scald, it kind of would have dropped off a cliff because it can't deal with ground types anymore. But, like, Scald's one of the best moves in existence. He doesn't need it. It's got Weather Ball. He's got Weather Ball. I guess maybe they gave it Scald because they took out Hidden Power and Raikou would have dropped off a damn cliff without it, but still, I have questions. And Entei at least would have made more sense, because, like, Hydrothermal Vents versus it's a volcano Pokemon. Like, Hydrothermal Vents with Steam Geysers, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, next league, probably gonna go for freaking yoinking Raikou early if I can. Well, then again, Iron Bundle's still pretty good. Like, Iron Bundle... Yeah. I don't regret Iron Bundle as a pick. That thing, honestly, has been legitimately extremely helpful. I just don't know how to play Iron Bundle well. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning on that front. It's like, I mean, I need to get better at strategically positioning my freeze-dry users. I guess maybe... Yeah. I need them with special defense is my other thing. I've noticed my teams tend to be very lopsided offensively and lopsided defensively, where I have, you know, all physical attackers and no special attackers, and everything is specially defensive and not physically defenses. Alright, I gotta go and work on that. I gotta work on that. Again, battling is a gradual learning process. And I learn more from losses than I do victories. And I've learned quite a lot from my battling experiences. Hello there, Freddy Soto. How are you doing? It's been a while. Hope you've been doing well. Nope, no shines. No sparkles yet. We'll find sparkles eventually. I wonder if every gen is going to have a legendary Pokemon alt, like Galar form of Paradox. I don't think so. The main reason why is they've sort of stopped doing regional variants. I mean, I know that we had 2 regional variants this game. Yes, Shiny! Shiny Zebra! Oh, the electricity doesn't even change at all. Oh, wait, I forgot to switch Dino Chicken Nugget out of the front. Dino Chicken Nugget, take a backseat to Valiant. Shiny Hunting Blitzel. Shiny Hunting little Blitzel. We need 1 more of these things. Ah! You missed. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Go to sleep. Good. This is delightful. Indeed. Delightful. Yeah, 999 freaking of those. Yellow ball. I kind of want to get like a real like metal version of a luxury ball. I just really like the luxury ball. So I like the way it looks. It looks neat. All right, that's 1 down, 1 more to go. But we are gonna need to make a new sandwich because our sandwich is basically done. Please look down to the body. We only got 2 Paldean forms. Yeah, Paldean Tauros and Paldean Wooper. Because the regional fakes or convergent evolutions are not regional variants. They're their own weird, separate things. It's a sort of similar thing, but it's not quite. Which then again, they did say that they're done doing cross-gen evolutions. And then they added Archaludon and Hydrapple, so... Can we really trust what Game Freak says at this point? I don't think so. Hey, Abercrombie, thank you. Thank you, Abercrombie. Yes, we did get the Zebra. We have acquired 1 Jacob as always. Yeah. Well, I mean, technically there's 3 different Tauros variants. There's Blaze Breed, Combat Breed, and Aqua Breed. But I count that as 1 singular thing, because it's like, it's Paldean Tauros. You know, with Subdivision 1, Subdivision 2, Subdivision 3. They're all the same thing, in my opinion. They're all a singular Tauros branch. They are all a singular... They're all the singular branch of the family. Okay, no... Right, I still need to go get more Psyduck down. What's that for again? Chilling Water, that's what it does. It wasn't a shiny one. The blue sticks out very heavily. It was just the lighting. See, the difference is very, very stark. Say, it sticks out very heavily. Actually, we'll go put you in the PC box. Because we need to mild by nature, somewhat vain. That's fine. Okay, no 0 IVs. That's perfect. It is indeed a Jacob as always. It is a Jakey. It's a Jakey horse. What's the previous hunt? The previous hunt we did yesterday was Snubble. Again, I still have questions on Snubble being a dog. I have questions. But apparently Snubble's a dog. One. Green. No, not avocado. Yellow, yellow. And that. So we do know sour does work for electric type sandwiches, which is good. Yep, we're doing a living shiny dex. The goal is living shiny Pokedex. Just remember, we may be over halfway done with it. At this point, we are probably well over like 560. entries into the living shiny decks. But it's worth noting that 4 of the remaining 500 something are, we need to shiny hunt for 2 Poiple and 2 type null. Those are always full odds, 1 in 4,096 odds. Only available back in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So, you know, even though we're making very good progress at the present rate we're going, we still have a lot of the hardest ones to go for. Like, we have a lot of hunts that are going to take a long time for us to get. Which is one of the reasons why I still need to find, like, a time to start hunting that. Because I want to sort of interspace everything. Because one thing I want to do is have, like, everything being constantly going on and not have, like, oh yeah, a 4-week drought between getting shinies. So, I think we need to, like, bring back Poiple Shiny Hunt Day at some point. But I still also want to bring back, like, Mystery Dungeon Explorers at some point. So, we need to figure something out at some point for that, but we're figuring it out as we go. We figure out as we figure out. Once again, our favorite phrase of fuck around and find out is literally the motto we live by. But yeah, no, we've got plans. We've got plans. But yeah, no, I got an idea. Cause yeah, once we finish the living shiny decks, the real question is, what do we do then? Like, I mean, I guess at that point we go for, like, huge mark ones, like the huge mark ones, or alphas. We'll figure something out. But also at some point I do want to, like, branch into other series, but that needs to be like a self-sustaining channel at that point. So there's a plan for that. I have plans, but the problem is getting the plans far enough along rolling. So there's like the vaguest 12% of an idea, which honestly is 2% more than the idea I had going into facing Kurt the Buzzwole today. So there was that. That's a good shiny for its basic evolution, but Granbull gets really shafted and it's ugly. Well, the thing is, Granbull was just color palette algorithm. We did not try Subnautica. Subnautica is nightmare fuel. That game is just nightmare fuel. I already do not like the idea of submarines. I already do not like to know what monsters lurk in the depths of the ocean. And that is an entire game that just activates those almonds in the worst possible way, Jared. That entire game is just nightmare mode, pure existence. Hello there, Hammerhead400. How are you doing tonight? I was just about to say, it's a kind of a shame there isn't a Hammerhead Shark Pokemon, and then I remembered Garchomp exists, and it is a Hammerhead Shark. Because Hammerhead Sharks are awesome. Also remember, Garchomp can canonically fly. It is literally the master of land, air, and sea. And it swims through dirt. Remember, Garchomp is terrifying. It is highly terrifying. And I love it. Yeah. Next draft league, I'm probably gonna try for Garchomp. But I also need to, like, figure out what, you know, I've got a notepad. Again, like, this is a mini. This is not quite the notepad of destruction. It's a mini notepad. Yes, I'm gonna get. I actually do have the thing I'm gonna be doing later tonight. I need to plan for week 4 of the UNPL because we got utterly face-stomped in week 3, I need to plan. Because I want to at least make playoffs. You know, I want to make playoffs, which means I need to win. The deeper you go, the more nightmare there is. There's always a bigger fish. Yep. Overly sarcastic podcast is just chef's kiss. I love those guys. Red and blue. The only combination of red and blue I like. Just, they're great. Yeah, no, hey, remember, Mudkip, I did say there probably wasn't going to be Hades tonight, because I did need to record the UNPL match, and also playing Splatoon kind of wiped me. Is that shiny? No, it's not shiny. But we may have a Hades stream later. We may. Possibly. Potentially. Potentially. If there's not one tonight, there will be one tomorrow. That I promise you. And if you would like to watch the Hades stream, because we are playing Hades blind for the first time. Well, second time, technically. Those are members-only streams at first. They get demembered the next day. So, if you would like to watch, that is a member-exclusive content. We are slowly working on member-exclusive things. So, we're making progress in the member-exclusive content. Also, if you want to be a member, in the description below is the link to how to become a channel member. Well, let's go and find ourselves a shiny zebra. Let's get ourselves a zebra. Hello, Garrett! Hello, back. I'm Maxus. Nice to meet you. Can you buy me a birthday present? I want the souls of 50 men. That is an oddly specific number, but I don't think I can comply, Jade. I cannot comply. That is, I am unwilling to comply with that. Also, Jade, did I send you my Week 4 team matchup? I feel like I sent you my Week 4 team matchup. Which, if I did, I need to resend you it. But also, I'm fairly certain I did. I'm 92% sure that I sent you that matchup. That's very funny. Thank you! Thank you! Yeah, so I can't employ my usual method of studying because this guy's a sub-in and he hasn't uploaded the matchup yet, so that's kind of a little awkward. Yeah, week 4 is not looking too good. Thankfully, this is the week where I have Swampert on my team, so I can actually, like, do some stuff. I finally have an electric immunity. 1 week too late for Raikou. 1 week too late for Raikou. You buy Power Wash Simulator VR. Nope. I don't have a VR system. I have no method of VR. But yeah, tomorrow there will be another stream for Hades. Hi back, I'm Maxus. I've heard good things about it. It's not my kind of movie, but I've heard good things about it. I've heard many things. I've heard many, many things. I've heard many, 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 many things. Yeah, I mean, next week's probably gonna be... Yes, there's a shiny giveaway someday. Shiny giveaways are going to be done sporadically going forward. The main reason for that is if I announce the day of the shiny giveaways, then the spammers, the trolls, the jackwagons, and the assorted nonsense people all gather that day to do it. However, if we do it randomly, they will not be able to crash the party, which means you guys are going to be able to get your shinies. Just had an intense match earlier, almost swept by a Gordingo, and had to go reverse it with Garchomp. I mean, Garchomp is the all-reliable. There are many times you can rely on a Garchomp to do things, and when you need Garchomp to do things, it very rarely lets you down. It's very, very good. Doom is on the list. Doom is one of those games I really want to play. Just because the music in that game, well, those games go so hard. It's like, yes. Mick Gordon, absolute legend. Absolute. Also, speaking of, like, awesome music, who here has played God of War, the one with Old Man Kratos and Boy? The one where he has the axe? Fun fact, the guy who did the music for that game did the music for Godzilla King of the Monsters, the one from, like, 2017, where Godzilla fought Ghidorah. Bear McCreary, which is an absolutely metal as hell name, by the way. You should let me prep for the EBL, man. There's only fucking better Pokemon. Good joke, Mudkip. Good joke. Maybe when we fight Nudie. Which we don't fight Nudie. Yeah, we fight Matt, which I already have my plan for Matt. And then we fight Doorman. Which, if we manage to beat Matt week 4, we will have broken the record for the longest continuous win streak in EBL history. So that's the big goal. Did I get Shiny Squirtle today? Honestly, yeah. We still need one more Shiny Squirtle. I'm waiting for another Squirtle outbreak so I can hunt that thing. Yeah, I have yet... Do I still have... Yes, I still have yet to finish any of the 3 Kanto starters. No lie, I want a shiny Walking Wake, Iron Leaves, at some point those videos are good. This is what I'm on since the Shiny Lock. You Pokemon Day. Pokemon Day. I don't think they're going to Shiny Unlock them. I mean, okay, if Nudie gets to the championship, yes, I will agree to that, Mudkip. Alright? If that happens, yes. Like, if... Because the thing is, all I gotta do is beat Matt. If I beat Matt, I will have accomplished my one goal for the season. My entire season goal has just been break the former win-loss the former win streak is just my goal this season. Because I already got my trophy from last season, where we got a completely clean sweep season. We are, I believe, the 5th person in EVL history to make a lossless season. I'd to lose the championship. That happens. Be prepared. Oh, trust me, Mudkip. Again, if I get to the championship, I will have already since like finished my goal. Oh, maybe a promo code for GameStop only. I'm saying thank you very much. Yeah, it's probably going to be GameStop code thing. Because that's how they generally handle it. It's either going to be a GameStop code, or it's going to be something like you just compete in competitive during... Well, then again, they wouldn't do that for the Paradoxes. Because that's what they would do for the Ruin Legendaries. That they did for the Tapus. Yeah, next year around this time, I think we're going to be getting the Shiny Ruin Legendaries. Because back in Gen 7 and in Gen 8, they did a thing where you just participate in a competitive tournament around, like, January, February. I think, actually, well, February and March. You get the legendary bird, the Galarian birds in Sword and Shield. And they've been doing, like, a similar version of that back in Sun and Ultra Moon, where you get the shiny Tapus. So, likely, I think that's what they're going to do for the Ruin Legendaries. I don't know what they're going to do with the shiny Paradoxes. I almost wonder if those are going to be, like, permanently locked. Because they're... Well, those would be GameStop codes, actually. Yeah, those would be GameStop codes, all things considered. I was down a 2v4. Garchomp saved me from the game and stole victory away. I mean, it is a Garchomp. That is what Garchomp does best. It quite literally snatches victory from the jaws of defeat. When did we get shiny Sword Dog and Shield Dog? Those we got very late. I think we got those about a year before. This, actually, wait. I think we got shiny Sword Dog and Shield Dog when Scarlet Violet was out. I could be wrong on that, though. Actually, Ninetales Aurora Veil supports anything. Yeah, I mean, Ninetales does great as Aurora Veil support. I don't want to say Ninetales AV, because AV is also the shorthand for Assault Vest. And no one runs Assault Vest Ninetales. Well, I mean, you can. It's just not a good idea, because Ninetales is best at support. Then that would be like an uncrackable Ninetales at that point. Unless someone does a steel type. Zacian, Bulbapedia. I can always just go to the event distributions for Zacian on Bulbapedia, and they give me basically everything I need to know. Again, Bulbapedia. Fascinating website. If you've ever gone to Bulbapedia and wondered why in the freaking heck of all things they put the anime information at the top of the page for Bulbapedia, it's because when Bulbapedia was made, the anime was more popular than the games. Just remember, there was a significant stretch of time the Pokemon games were less popular than the anime, when the anime was entirely designed to sell the games. Like, yeah. The way biology in the games, anime, game data, there we go. Yeah, game data, like, it's all the way, like, the bottom third of the page, just game data, which is the relevant stuff. And the thing is, they can't really go back and change the entire web, it's just a legacy thing at this point. Alright, let's see. Game data. Side games. Events. There we go. November 2020. Yeah, November 2021. So yeah, a little over 2 years ago. So yeah, it was about a year before Scarlet Violet came. Actually, yeah, about a year before Scarlet Violet came out. So that means we're probably going to get Shiny Miraidon and Koraidon in 1 year then. Presumably a year. So we've got time. Well, actually, wait, no. It'll be later this year then. Yeah, so we've got, what, about 10 months before we get that thing, which would be fun. So we should make... So, would that make the games or the anime? I mean, I would say both, but at different times. Like, I mean, the anime has been tanking for, like, what, a decade at this point? I would say ever since the end of, like, the Kalos anime, I'd say the general opinion by the community of the anime has gone down. I mean, I still like the Alola anime. I think the Alola anime was way better than the Kalos anime. Like, I enjoyed the shenanigans. Honestly, Pokemon anime isn't as bad. Exactly! The anime is actually pretty good. Like, I get why people don't like the anime after Kalos ended, but a large part of that is, like, they tried to make the Kalos anime, like, that shonen stuff. Like, they basically tried to make Pokemon into, like, Dragon Ball Z with the Kalos anime. And that's kind of why I don't like the Kalos anime, because it takes Pokemon, where its identity was being Pokemon, and it, like, made it into every other generic anime, which is, like, you literally sucked the soul out of the series for profits, which it worked. I mean, it very clearly worked, but it's like, that's why it's so soulless. You're selling your soul for money. What are these eBay hacked Pokemon shenanigans? Yeah, that always amused me, just going on, like, eBay and seeing, like, you know, hacked shinies for sales. Like, how? Like, I never understood that. Do people actually buy those hacked Pokemon off of eBay? Pokeball Z. Also, yes, if anytime I say Dragon Ball, I always say Dragon Ball Z, because for literally over a decade at this point, I didn't realize that, actually, well, for over a decade, I didn't realize until, like, 2 years ago, that Dragon Ball was, like, the base, and Dragon Ball Z was, like, a subsequent iteration. I'd only ever heard Dragon Ball Z, so I just assumed every other thing of Dragon Ball was, like, a subsidiary of that. So anytime, like, I mention Dragon Ball, I just say Dragon Ball Z. Because, like, that's just what it is. I mean, if I ever received a hacked Pokemon, I would rather good. Oh, no, I release it with the item on it because I don't want anything hacked in my game, period. Which has evolved into I just don't do trades on, like, Wonder Trade. Because you never know. Like, it's... The risk is not worth the reward in my eyes. So for a few years. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, I never had, like, really any interest in Dragon Ball, so I never, like, fixed that misunderstanding. I think it was only because of Death Battle I actually realized that was not the case. Dragon, I am legally not allowed to finish the punchline. Ah, that's one of my favorite jokes, Jared. I love that joke. Joking as always, Mr. J-Rad. Also, I still haven't read the entire giant thing you sent. I haven't read that freaking novelization of, like, VTuber history you sent. I just have not found the time to read. I probably should have read that, actually, before the matchup with Kurt today. Well, the Alola anime I thought were pretty good. It did seem like a weird decision, though, to switch nodes from Cartoon Network to Disney for one generation and then make it Netflix exclusive. I mean, again, it's corporatized. You gotta remember, Jared, it's money. They probably thought, okay, we'll go to Disney. Disney has the market share influence to do whatever they want. We can go there, more advertising. And then they realized, nope, that's a mistake. Again, it all comes down to money. Money is the thing that makes the world go round. Well, you've hated that joke. Oh, I love that joke. It's one of my favorite ones. I'm a big fan of that joke. I'm a big fan of that joke. If you need it, I can throw in the details from the story. I can throw a few additional details from that story to get you in a throwing hands mood. Oh, trust me, I don't need to be in a throwing hands mood for the EBL. I would need that for the UNPL. Because, again, I need to get to playoffs. I think only 4 teams actually will make playoffs. Which... I mean... Well, what is my current record? We have 1 win, 2 losses. And I think we are at minus... Yeah, 1 win, 2 losses. I think we are minus 3 at this point. Yeah, I think we're minus 3 at this point. Which, I mean, isn't bad. Like, yeah, minus 3. Okay, we are not out of the running yet. Yeah, okay, I just gotta make... Oh, okay, I need to beat Incog. Alright. I need to go... I'm gonna need to go No Mercy on Incog, but then again, do I have any Mercy to begin with for things? No, not really. Freaking Jakey's plus 9? Jakey just freaking sweeping everything! Jakey just freaking clapping everyone. I get how Charizard is going to handle the meta in Gen 9, considering one of the popular Pokemon because of trading card in the anime. You mean like Charizard in like VGC, singles, TCG? Like what do you mean, like which metagame? There are multiple metagames. You may need to narrow down which specifically you are referring to. What would be really funny, actually? Look at this, my friend is about to space worm and shapeshift into human and make big memories. Yeah, Jakey's like, dude. The illustrious Aurora is already plus 8. There's no way I'm yeah, like plus 2, I can catch that. I'm definitely still in range of attempting to break into playoffs. I'm still in approximate range. Any kind of metagame. It would be much better in doubles for Charizard, because in doubles, you can set Sun. And Charizard's best trait is its hyper-aggressive damage output in Sun, so... Like, Charizard's been decently good in VGC lately. Well, I mean, yes, lately, because people have started to realize Charizard is pretty good even if it doesn't have a Mega Evolution, because Solar Power is kind of bonkers! Actually, the one from Stop the Online version I record. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Don't know how long tonight's going to end up being. You're not a Chinese miracle. I don't think anyone does. Yellow. I don't think anybody does. Though there are trading Discord servers that you may wish to go looking on that for. I mean, I got plans for that. Back. Question is he going to... Actually, I don't think he can change teams anymore at this point. I think that we've rolled over into week 4. I don't think he can actually make any trades. Get back to the... Okay, so it's Exca... Yeah, the Excadrill is my biggest worry. Dealing with the Excatar is going to be a bit of a hassle, but I think I can handle the Excatar. I only invested HP in attack on my Tyranitar for singles, mostly because I'm using an Assault Vest to shrug off special hitters, boost, fast, any other special defense boost. Yeah, I used to run an Assault Vest in AV Gigalith. Don't run it anymore because like Gigalith doesn't exist anymore. Well, it does exist anymore, it's just not in the current game. Also, Gigalith is really only good as a Sand Setter over Tyranitar when Tyranitar didn't exist in the metagame, so there's that. Oh. Yeah, I probably would do similar, but I'd run Dragon Dance on mine. I wouldn't go AV, because I'm a big fan of Dragon Dance setup on T-Tar. Because it's Dragon Dance, it's fun. Like, there's nothing more terrifying than a Tyranitar that is bulky and very, very aggro. Remember a while I ran a weakness policy Tyranitar, and that thing absolutely slapped. That was really fun. But it also wasn't great. Because, a lot of stuff outspeeds Tyranitar, so I still needed the speed boost from freaking Dragon Dance anyway. And I needed to rely on, like, Whimsicott or stuff for boosting up speed with, like, Tailwind, but even then that wasn't a great call. Alright. No shiny on sandwich number 2. Maybe Godzilla Macarena. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. There you go. Let me send this to Jade. Yeah, I mean, I like my lineup better now. Like, I do like my chances. Like, that Latios is going to be a problem. Also, apparently Latios gets Energy Ball now. Honestly, I didn't know why, but I think this team is a little bit bad. Go counter strike room. Is it when did I need to know when the freak did Latios get Energy Ball? Cause like maybe that's a change they gave it this change. They gave it Flip Turn too. Energy Ball, Bulbapedia. Energy Ball, Bulbapedia. I could have done a DD10 on herself. I might just do some breeding and EV training. Well, the thing is, you can easily EV train stuff now. I mean, you can easily just give egg moves. All you gotta do is just get a Mirror Herb and a free move slot. You know, it's very, very easy to just have Pokemon be prepared. Which I love. Yeah, for Tornadus, I always went max speed and max HP. I was like, for me, Tornadus was always maximize the HP, maximize the speed, and then just throw the last 4 stats into, like, whatever defensive stat. And that's always what I did with it. Because, like, the thing is there to just go in, set up Tailwind, and maybe taunt some things, use, like, maybe a Bleak Windstorm. It was never really to go in and do damage. Because for Rigarath, looks like I got Bullet from local Arizona Chef Front, where Johto is based off of. Yep. Alright, let's see. When did the Latios get Energy Ball? Learn set. Come on, learn set. Gimme. Alright, leveling up. Let's go to TMs. TM. Scroll down to Sceptile, Lotad. Little cast form. Jirachi, Latios, Latios. Wait, what? They always got that? They always learned Energy Ball? Well, I feel stupid. I feel like an absolute moron now. Well, I mean, not too surprised by that. Okay, well, that changes, I mean, I guess maybe there never really was a reason for it to use Energy Ball before, but now there is. Okay, that's a little terrifying. Yeah, immediately picks up Swampert. Everything gets grass moves. Monkey Dory gets Grass Knot. Freaking... Failings gets Trailblaze. He's got Whimsicott. It's like everything just gets grass coverage. But then again, Grass Knot's whole point was... Well, Grass Knot and Energy Ball's whole point was to specifically be coverage on Pokemon that don't get grass moves normally, so that math checks out. We almost a full team of legendaries. This one or Ditto can come in handy in situation when I'm facing over Pokemon. The funny thing is, one of the people that is also in the draft league was debating picking up Ditto. Like they were considering picking a Ditto up. Which is terrifying, because I don't want to... After dealing with Pidge's Ditto from, like, the EBL, it's like, I don't want to deal with Ditto ever again. Like, that thing didn't really do anything to my team. I just don't want to deal with the Ditto on principle. Like, forget Scarf Ditto, no, I don't want to deal with that stuff. I do not want to deal with Ditto shenanigans. Yeah. Tomorrow, I don't know if we're gonna be shiny hunting, but we are gonna be shiny hunting tomorrow. I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna be scheduling with that. But yeah, I got plans. I have plans. That problem, yeah, that is indeed a problem. That is indeed a problem. I mean, there's a way to deal with Scarf Ditto. He's Pokemon with a burden. Well, no, the thing is, Ditto is still really fast. And again, you need to remove your item in order to activate Unburden. You know, it's not just going without an item. You need to have something like a berry, have that berry get used, then Unburden activates. You know, it's not just, okay, have Drifloon going with no item. It's, you know, you need to have the item activate and then lose the item. Which is a little bit of a problem. So that's somewhat of an issue. Also, Ditto generally likes to come in against, like, setup Pokemon and then destroy them. Like, you know, copy a Dragon Dance user, then, oh, I copy your Dragon Dance, and now I'm Scarf Dragon Dance. A little bit of an annoyance to deal with. But yeah, Ditto's, like, fairly good as a Pokemon. It just requires a very, very specific setting. The issue with Sash Unburden, though, is if hazards are in play, that entirely just becomes useless. Which... problem. Just here, I recommend... the Shore You accidentally sent mana. Shore You accidentally sent mana. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's scary. Attack your priority. Priority is very helpful for some things. Priority is indeed a helpful thing. So I kind of want to build another team to deal with Ditto. Like, I mean, Ditto is a very, very niche Pokemon, I will say. It's not something you encounter too heavily, because it's not good in a general sense. Ditto can be good when played well. But in general, Ditto is not a very good Pokemon. Okay, my quest to Use charge again, so it'll time. Alright, sounds good, Mudkip. Sounds fun. Sounds like you're having a good time. Sounds like you having a good time. You're not a shiny, are you? Yeah, you're not a shiny. You're not a shiny Zibs today, yeah. We need to find a shiny with strike at some point. We'll find them eventually. Artemis is team market this place. Hello there, the dude. Which online membership ends tomorrow? I still need to get shiny Zygarde. Well, a little bit of a reassuring thing. I actually got my shiny Zygarde in Dynamax Adventures solo. So it is possible to get shiny Zygarde solo. It's just a little bit of a thing. My recommendation is if you can find like a good path in solo, just reset that and turn animations off. And then, you know, just like, if you find like you get a lot of ice types, the AI always picks a lot of ice types, alright, go Fatal Hero Pathway. One match I did, the Triple Gamble had tear on my T-Tar because I had a feeling Kyogre was Scarf, and I can't risk losing the speed tie once my Ditto comes in on it. Makes sense. What was the Terra type on your Tyranitar? Welcome in, Dude the Great. Again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Yeah, we were fairly lucky when we shiny hunted our Zygarde. 30 successful DAs, but well over like 200 something attempts. But we finally got it. Not quite my longest shiny hunt. That was shiny Ho-Oh and over almost 700 DAs. My Tyranitar started flying, barely survived Water Spout, and I knocked out the knockoff hitters. Ah, makes sense. Did the sand take down your Tyranitar then? Yeah, Tyranitar really did need knockoff this gen. Like, Tyranitar is great, but it's been steadily declining as time's gone on, and it really did kind of need knockoff. Which is why I really hope maybe I can get Roaring Moon next league. Well, then again, maybe I don't go Roaring Moon. Maybe I don't go Roaring Moon. Hi, Ash! Hi, Floorhead Polisher. But online isn't really that expensive. We're about the full year stuff. $200 bucks. By the way, Galactic Driven Online. Hydro. Nice! Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the same thing when I get my final shiny Duraludon. Hi, Floorhead. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, Floorhead Polisher. We are looking for a shiny zebra thing. We are looking for the Unobin shinies. Oh, yeah, took sand. Sand up to Dara. Oh, the irony. Tyranitar going down to sand. Oh, the delicious, painful fucking irony. Which again is terrifying because next week I go up against a Tyranitar. Which scares me because again, love me Tyranitar. I do not want to fight that thing. And there is no way in hell he's not bringing Sandtar with Excadrill. There's no way he doesn't bring Excatar. Which, thankfully, is good for me, because I also know I can just bring Rillaboom, and Rillaboom literally just wood hammers things into oblivion, because Rillaboom's kind of crazy. First time I love Moon. I'm a big fan of Ultra Moon. I very much recommend. What was your starter you picked 10 plays? The thing is, that's a trick question. All three of the starters in Alola are amazing. Hi, Caleb. You are indeed Floorhead Ash. You're very much a Floorhead. Hello. Damn it, not a shiny Blitzel. Blitzel just appears as a sparkle. Imagine having shiny Dunsparce. They collected so many ribbons. What was it, Dunsparce? I love it when people go and they get like all the ribbons on them. I have a plan to do something similar to that at some point. The ribbon quest. A quest for ribbon. Skill issues. Skill issues. And again,
if you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Thank you all very much.
Thank you all very much, everybody. Hope you all have a wonderful day. We're just looking for some shiny Libra. How about at a good local retro game store, and I'm picking around it. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I wish you the best of luck when it comes to the end boss. You'll know the thing when you see the thing. What about Splatoon Latin American Twitter account? Literally just put the most random. Can you please send me some examples of that, Mudkip? I would love to know. I would love to know this most random of things. Is that a shiny? No, it's not. How about this, Ash?
How about I stop when you stop having skill issues? How does that sound, dear friend? One who has the skill issues.
Hello, Odd Eyes Gaming. Welcome in. Well, the mouse go grab Odd Eyes link, please. How you doing? How you doing? I mean, not scared. I'm in danger. Yeah, see, the strategy typically for beating that thing is... the very easy strategy I know most people use to beat that is they pick Incineroar and they pick up a Palisand and they just use that to just clown on it by just switching back and forth between the two of them. I don't know what one there is for Decidueye, or if there even is one. Skill issues. Skill issue. Meanwhile, as we look for shiny deer. Not shiny deer, shiny zebra. Because, like, remember, deerling, the only time we ever want to hunt for deerling is at the end of a sniper scope, where deerling will then be removed from existence. Not even banished to the graveyard. It's banished into non-existence. The only mistake Unova ever made, other than being too good, is it made deerling. Only mistake Unova ever made. Well, the real question is, which Pokemon do I have a bigger vendetta against? A deerling or Pachirisu? The real questions. Look at all the stairs my brother getting all fun. I'm getting all the stairs. I don't know what else to say unless I'm just escapes. Escape. Escapade. Yeah, I'm a big fan of both Alola games. I mean, I think Ultra is the better of the two. But I get why people don't like it. You're not shiny, are you? You're not a shiny, are you? I don't think you're a shiny. No, you are not a sparkly one. Sadly, you do not sparkle. And we have the Tower Master Ribbon from Archella and Hydrapple because it was difficult. Honestly, I found the Sword and Shield tower very easy. My preferred way of just blitzing through it was just using Sand X Guitar. If you go in with doubles. You go in with an Excadrill lead, Tyranitar lead in doubles. You switch out the Tyranitar for like a flying type or levitate Pokemon. Have the Excadrill just use Earthquake, wipe them out. And then just use basically Togekiss with Earthquake Excadrill, and 99% of everything gets obliterated. Because anything that like survives a Dazzling Gleam does not like Earthquake. So it just Excadrill just goes crazy, because then Excadrill just outspeeds basically everything under sand. I mean, it outspeeds Catapult Face. Also meta, there's extra work next weekend. Normally you don't care, but it is indeed Dynamo Roller. The question is it the gold Dynamo? Or is it regular box standard Dynamo? I mean, I know they don't have the specialty ones. I know they don't. I know it's the regular Dynamo. I'm just being stupid. Which, I mean, literally being stupid literally all of the time. Can't wait to shiny hunt them. I've always wanted a SOS chain hunt. Yeah. I mean, SOS chain hunting is actually not that bad. I enjoyed it. I do have to use Duraludon on an apple. No, they don't need to come out in the fight. They just need to be on your team. They just need to be on the group of 4 Pokemon that you're using. And I think you only need to win 10 battles, and then you get the Tower Master. Hey, Rosie. Hello there, Rosie. You do not insult Totodile here. We are big fans of the little Puckle. We do not tolerate this Totodile slander because we are big fans of the little Puckle. We are big fans of little Puckle. Picnic. Samus with the base and Dynamo Roller. Unfortunate. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. But it's actually very easy to get the Tower Master ribbon. Just going with like Sandex guitar. Like there's a very significant amount of time where animation's off. I would only need like 2 turns. 2-3 turns to wipe out an entire team of 4 in doubles, because that's how insane Excadrill and just Tyranitar lead was with Togekiss. Latin America's Platoon Attack makes really cool graphics. The mid-season updates. I already sent you one. Alright, I'm gonna need to give it a look. What the hell? That's worth a look. Let's give it a look. Ozzy. Ozzy? Latin America, who is the best? Oh, that's cool. Splat Latum. Well, that's pretty cool. Today we are very flirtatious. What? Oh, that's great. Like, why do I feel there's just one random intern that just handles the Splatoon Latin America account? Because, like, that just sounds glorious. That's a freaking amazing. Meanwhile, I mean, alright, let's, okay, I'm gonna be tipping my hand for this a little bit much, but, like, it's funny because normally the American version of some, like, official Twitters are the most amusing one. Like, there's one game that I know of that to announce the release of a new character in a game, they just quoted lyrics from a Sabaton song. Which, as a fan of Sabaton, I was like, alright, this game sounds kind of stupid. But they use Sabaton to announce a new character. I have to respect the self-awareness, and now my interest has been piqued. But now seeing, like, I don't know, America, like, no, Latin America is the one that's doing the silly shenanigans. Like, I'm curious now. It's probably the random. Honestly, like, you need just John Rando intern handling those things. You need just John Rando the intern to just shenanigan over everything. The other Pokemon getting a partner mark are no longer getting rooms. Oh, it's going okay, Tracy. We got one shiny Blitzel today. We still need one more for the living shiny decks. What was the game? Sideways glance. Wait. Can you please explain the Spanish KFC account? What was the game? It was not League of Legends. I don't play League of Legends. There is literally nothing that could get me to play that game. Hearing my brother yelling in the middle of the night at his computer screen when he played that game, well, he still plays it today, but like, he doesn't yell as much anymore. But hearing him just yell at his PC screen is enough to like, okay, I'm never gonna play this game. I have no desire to do that. Thank you. Again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Thank you very, very much, Crazy Long. Oh boy, what did you send? What did you send, Jade? Jade, I have several questions. Why did you send me a picture of Transformers the movie Starscream with a Gothita photoshopped over his head? I have a significant number of questions, Jade. But also, how did you know Starscream was my second favorite Transformers character? Yeah, I literally was just commenting on what you sent, Jade. I quite literally just commented. Again, latency! 6+ seconds of latency! Or as we like to say, wait and see. Jade does concern me. Jade is a very, very concerning person at times. But also very amusing. I don't find it quite amusing. I mean, I find it funny because I know Sly hates the Gothita family. Which, I mean, always amuses me. Anger, Sly's rage always amuses me. He's very amusing, yeah. Anyway, second, I'm buying something and I'm gonna send a screenshot to you from downloading the Sly. Just promise me you won't judge me what I bought. Jade, trust me. I play, so you don't need to worry about the judgmental. Oh, wait, dang, my mic cut out again right there. Sorry about that, guys. I need to fix that. When I say certain things, the mic just cuts out for some random reason. I made chocolate milk and somehow put too much chocolate syrup in it. Well, Rosie, there's an easy fix. Just add more milk. There's a very, very simple fix for that. Well, that's not what I have bought. It's have fun. Okay. Alright. Again, I've seen worse. I've seen worse. But I give a Jade a maximum concern combined as a reach concern. Yes, correct. Too lazy to add more milk, okay. That sounds like a you problem, Rosie. Then don't complain about the milk being too chocolate. If you refuse to add it. The game I was talking about is this. Let's see. Let's find Oh my gosh, there's an even better one. I need to save that one. That one I'm saving. That one is too good. That is an absolutely top tier one that I need to just bust out at the right time when no one is expecting it. That's gonna be. Let's see. I needed to find the right GIF. There's the GIF. There's the right GIF. There we go. Yeah, one of my favorite GIFs to add from that series. It's so good. It just works great it's a great no context GIF. Because it's applicable to just everything. Hello, Hammerhead. Well, it almost gone. So we put my milk would be too much. Too chocolate, too much. And it's too much. I am always tuned in Twitter's extra post, so there's comments whatever. That's not healthy if you do that. That would not be a good way. Again, the point isn't for you not to question it, Jade. The point is to show, trust me, I'm not, no judgment. This is, again, because this is a judgment-free zone, Jade. Not even gonna context a part of what you said, Meta. I just need you to think. What? Be Violet with fairy types for scan as well. It's fun. Sounds like a fun game. I wish you good luck on that. Komo. Why Rillaboom for Komodo? I would say keep Rillaboom. Like, Rillaboom is fantastic. Great judgment is by. What did you send Jade, man? Jade, you're not allowed to send Mudkip. I'll keep the secret if you keep that secret, alright? We got a deal? What name is this fight? Yeah, Komodo is the thing. The only other fighting dragon is Koraidon, and Koraidon's banned. Dragon? Yeah, there's no other fighting dragon types. Well, yeah, but the thing is, Rillaboom is still good. Like, Rillaboom is still extremely good. Even if... like, Rillaboom on its own is fantastic. Komodo is not nearly as good. Rillaboom only good with the abilities I have with it. Remember, it gets Fake Out. Rillaboom is Fake Out and Priority with Grassy Glide. It also gets Knockoff, Drum Beating. It's a lot of good stuff and things. There's a lot of good things Rillaboom gets. And my character is masochist. Every character definitely seems like an insult. Oh, that's fun. Well, adding Komodo isn't gonna fix that. Also, a lot of Rillaboom really liked going Terrafire. Yeah, adding a Komodo to the team is not gonna help with the fairy weakness. Adding an Iron Hands will also not help with the fairy weakness. Hi, Lexi. One of the mods go grab Lexi's link, please. How you doing tonight, Lexi? How you doing? How you doing? Send it. Now the question is, do I, Mudkip? The question is, do I? Like, I'm pretty sure I've actually sent it to you before. Like, I know for certain I have sent you the GIF. I mean, masochist. Masochist, right? Oh, it's great. 50 chance of you sending $5. I mean, also works. Also, here's the thing, Dude the Great. There is a video I'm going to be making all about that. So if you want to know what my predictions and thoughts for what it's going to be, is actually going to be in a video. And a good steel type. Heatran. Always recommend Heatran. You cannot go wrong with Melty Face. Melty Face does Melty Face. Send it to me or I'll break your switch. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. You drive a hard bargain, Mudkip. Nah. Nah. Again. 99 cents. Thank you very much, Garrett. Thank you very, very much. Is he in the DLC? If not, I can't remember. Heatran? I actually don't know. Right, yeah, you don't have the other games. That's also an issue. But yeah, no, Heatran's a transfer in Pokemon. I don't think it... Yeah, Heatran's not part of the DLC. That's a little bit of a problem. Heatran is not a mythical. Heatran is just a legendary. Remember, mythicals are banned. The easy way to remember if a mythical or not is a mythical is VGC banned. That's why Pecharunt's banned on VGC. It is a mythical. Oh, I'm so glad I don't need to deal with freaking Manaphy and VGC. I'm very glad I don't need to deal with that stupid... I mean, I love Manaphy. I just don't want to deal with it in VGC. That thing is a nightmare thing. God, I'm disappointed in you. Mudkip, when have I ever not disappointed you? Let's be real here. Let's be real. Again, it's not worse than Sly. You just need to remember that. It is not worse than Slyman Boomer Guy. Which is demonstrably true. Because remember, Sly simps over Pokemon. And it's not like you can get much worse than that. Exactly! Everyone is better than Hop. Taillow haunts me in Rand Bats. Yep! Finally rides the lizard robot! The robots! Hello, Stephanie Ginsberg. How are you doing? The robot. Gotcha. Archelon, okay. But I can't find good use for it. For Archelon, I would just go, what, like max special defense? Like max special defense, max, well, maybe not max special defense, like maybe split special defense HP. And then... There's a couple of ways you could go. You could back it. There's a couple of ways you could spec that. But Archelon's kind of one issue is that it's low special defense, and a lot of fairy types do employ special attacking things. When we get the final shiny Blitzel, we will do Union Circles. As well as we'll be hosting Union Circles on the Discord post-stream. So we will be doing Union Circles. As well as in future streams as well. So if you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more for future Union Circle and Shiny giveaway things. Because we do have things involving those. You're out of Shiny. Yeah, always happy to help. But I do still need more BP on my other game. Yeah, that problem. That problem. People, I'm a robot. Robot. The robots. I have several robots on my team as well. Zero robot. We got robot motorcycle dragon. We've got robot sword thing. We've got robot boxing gloves, as well as Dino Chicken Nuggy. Let me help me, Dr. I have no clue what that means. And I don't think I want to know. Let me send you some contacts. I would love Terra Water Ferrothorn, but not in the game. That would be horrifying. Terra Water Ferrothorn, I would not want to deal with. Like, that's just no. No. Just no. I mean, I feel at that point I would want to go Terra Fire. Because you resist fire. And grass is super effective to everything fire is weak to. Nope, I have them. I have both Scarlet and Violet, so I can just send over my Scarlet Paradoxes. As well as I have Dino Chicken Nuggy on the lineup. The funny thing is, I've still yet to catch them in my Scarlet version. Just like I've yet to actually catch a Blood Moon Ursaluna in my Violet version. One of my friends just traded me a Blood Moon Ursaluna so I could register it in the deck, get the soft reset for the correct correct IVs, not EVs. Trick room, tricky room. Always gonna go big trick room. Terra Electric, Archelodon, and Terrestrial Hydra. With an Apple Durgaron. Apple Durgaron. Why Ohio, Ash? Why Ohio? Playing uranium eatings. Oh, I have several questions, and I don't think I want to know. Just got shiny grass Gudra in Power World. Let's go. Ohio? Oh, I'm trying to get Hudra. Which, yes, just friendly reminder. The shorthand competitive players use for Hisuian Gudra is Hudra. Don't ask. Skill issue, Ash. Skill issue. You can't type to save your life. Down in Ohio. Just remember, there is only the illusion of safety from Ohio. There is only the illusion of safety that exists when it comes to Ohio. There is imminent invasion. What are you gonna do, Ash? What are you gonna do? Try me. What ya hackin' gonna do? See, that's the difference between a threat and a promise. Yeah, all bark, no bite. Just like a yamper. Holy spam. Also, yeah, Ash, dial it back with, like, the cap yell. Caps yell. We kind of, like, I mean, I know it's us messing around, but also it may give the viewers ideas. Apparently some legendary Pokemon will have different Terra types. I know because Lugia, Terra Water, and Groudon, the Terra Fire type. What do you mean, dude? You mean for, like, raids and stuff? Or something? Oh, but what is Boomer yelling at me for now? Oh, really? Really? Sly having a good idea for once. I'm shocked. Can get jalapenos and prosciutto before beating the gyms. I have no clue. Lugia is not legal in VGC yet. That's probably going to be Regulation G when the restricteds become legal. well, I'm having a good idea. Very surprised. I'm very, very, very surprised. Speaking of friends. Yeah, no. Lugia is legal in Ohio. Oh, the great wall of Johto. Lugia. No, from Paul Day up doing certain numbers. Really? Interesting. I didn't know that. Fascinating. Goes out for the Gen 5 remake. Honestly, I don't really think BDSP was that bad of a game. You gotta remember, Starfall, the original Gen 4 games were very heavily flawed. Like, the problems that exist within BDSP were problems of the original Generation 4 games that were problematic, that never really got, like, even then, BDSP actually fixed a large number of the original issues of BDSP, but there were very systemic issues that they couldn't fix, for much the same reason why, like, they can't really fix Gen 1. They're trying too hard to, like, hold on to, like, the nostalgia bait. They can't really break from that, which is inevitably going to be an issue for Generation 5 remakes, that they're going to be too closely following it, which is going to cause issues. All the other Pokemon games are bad. I mean, I wouldn't really call Gen 4 an early Pokemon game. Like, Gen 4 came out, like, a decade after the series started. Gen 4 was when Game Freak, like, started to know what they were doing. After the NPC named Snack. Yeah, I haven't done... Oh, I agree 100%. It's one of the reasons why I actively go out of my way to kill my own nostalgia for things. Because I would rather force myself to hate a game I used to like to be able to see it clearly than love a game purely because of nostalgia and not be able to accurately and, like, actually critique it. So I'm right there with you. But it's also one of the reasons I will play devil's advocate for Generation 4's remakes of BDSP, because it did legitimately fix a number of issues the original games had. It's worth remembering, in the original Generation 4 games, they added 27 different Ascended evolutions for Pokemon. So, 27 different evolutionary lines got a new evolutionary member added to the end of the evolutionary family in Sinnoh. In Diamond and Pearl, you want to know how many of those Pokemon you can access before beating the game and getting the national dex? 5. And 2 of those were version exclusives. One of them was Misdreavus, one of them was Murkrow. So really, it was like 4 per game. Out of 27. Yeah. And BDSP actually fixes that. You can get basically all of them before you actually beat the game. I believe the only ones you can't get in BDSP before beating the game are, you cannot get Gliscor, but you can get Gligar. And I believe Tangela is still post-game. But, like, being able to get 25 of the 27, as opposed to only being able to get 4, I'd say is progress. You know, and then also they actually added in almost everything that Platinum had. You know, I'm definitely someone who will rally against BDSP because I do think that they follow the game too faithfully. That, yes, Platinum was a superior version of Sinnoh, but realistically, there isn't much difference in the grander scheme of things. I mean, not really. You couldn't get the Razor Fang until post-game anyway in the original games, which that does fall into following the original games too heavily, which is definitely something I will criticize the game for doing. But I do think it's a bit irresponsible to say BDSP only because it locked out one final evolution of an Ascended family is bad, when the original Diamond and Pearl locked out 22 of them. Because, like, that is the definition of changing the goalposts. That is also the definition of nostalgia. You know, that's, well, nostalgia pandering. Because, like, I mean, if that's something that BDSP is, if that's a problem of BDSP, that's an even, like, orders of magnitude bigger problem than the original games. Which, it is a problem in the original games. But it's one that BDSP did heavily lessen. But yeah, it's like, it's BDSP definitely has a number of issues, and I will always critique that game. But I think it's also important to critique the game and not just blast it into the dirt, because it did a lot of things right. And lest we repeat the cycle that happened with Generation 5, where a game gets blasted for admittedly very petty reasons, and all the good things it does moving forward are just ignored and only get brought back into the public consciousness a decade later when it's too late. I would have had a shiny Cubfu if this lot didn't exist. I think they're going to probably do shiny, like, giveaways of Cubfu and family at some point. Wait. Sly, you didn't realize it learned that move? You didn't realize it learned that move? Sly, you disappoint me. You didn't realize that move was the thing it got. The original one gets it! Yeah, I mean, I think that, like, BDSP, I will honestly say, is one of the better Switch Pokemon games. Like, I definitely think BDSP was a better game. Like, I mean, I like that they added in a lot of the Platinum features. They added in, like, the Platinum features, like they added in the Gym Leader rematches. The Gym Leader rematches being a thing. I do like that they added in, you can get the older legendary Pokemon, which is really cool. I might like the battle facilities, but, like, realistically speaking, no one did the other battle facilities. People only ever did the battle tower. And I like that the battle tower actually is hard this time, which I think is pretty fun. Also, like, the Platinum Elite Four teams, where you actually get to fight the improved Platinum teams. And then there's even one on top of that. I like that. Also, BDSP, legitimately the hardest Pokemon game they've ever made. Because the only game to have effort values on actually every trainer has effort values. And important trainers all have competitive grade items and move spreads. So, and anytime someone says that they make the Pokemon games too easy, the times that they've made, like, hard mode Pokemon games, they've all gotten blasted. They blasted Challenge Mode in Black and White 2, blasted BDSP, blasted Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. What do all three of those games have in common? They all dialed up the difficulty very, very heavily compared to the previous games. And when that gets blasted, they don't follow, they don't keep doing it. Haven't beaten Brilliant Diamond. Yeah, I got it when it came out. I think a large part of why BDSP, like, struggles is just because Legends Arceus came out, like, literally 3 months later. And one thing a lot of Pokemon games have that helps with them, like, one thing that helps a lot of the Pokemon games is, like, the few months that a game is allowed to sit. Because, just think about it like this. Remember how much people hated Sword and Shield when Sword and Shield came out? Remember how much people blasted Scarlet and Violet when it first came out? It was only because of, like, the several months that we had to sit with these games and really experience everything they had, that the opinions on the games heavily changed as time progressed. You know, Sword and Shield went from, like, before release, the most hated Pokemon game since, like, of all time. And then it became the best-selling Pokemon game of all time. And, you know, Scarlet Violet, originally hated on release, is now generally seen as, like, the best Pokemon game there is. Yeah. Like, stuff like that. Like, stuff like that is what people would lob against Sword and Shield, and the same time was not given to BDSP. Because before BDSP even came out, we knew Legends Arceus was on the way, so there was no investment. There was no, let's sit with this game, let's let it marinate a while, and let's come back to it later and see what we think about it. It was just immediately BDSP, bad, Legends Arceus, 3 months, that's what we're really after, and just no lasting thoughts were really allowed to cook, which just led to the game stagnating. Like, that game, like, BDSP will always be hated. Like, it's important to remember, Gen 5 was hated on release. And the opinion on that game has changed entirely. Just in the years since it's been out. So time will change the opinions on certain games. But there needs to be an incentive. There needs to be a reason for it to cook. And BDSP just never had that reason to cook. It will always stay, as Gordon Ramsay says, raw! And if you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for it. And yes, exactly, Blorb, everything has a flaw. Nothing is perfect. That's the reason, like, there is no game, there is no movie, there is no piece of media that is perfect. Everything has a flaw. It's just, sometimes we hyper-fixate on the flaws. Like, I love the original Godzilla. There's definitely flaws in that movie. Like, I love Godzilla -1. There's definitely flaws in that movie. But when an almost like pathological obsession with the flaws becomes the case, that just comes into, like, basically hate mongering against something. Correct, nothing is perfect except Spheal. That is a true statement, Jared. That is entirely accurate. Sometimes I play SV and Playboy and Diamond, and the downgrade is saying people fail to realize how good SV is for previous ones. I agree. Very much agree. Like, Scarlet Violet is a fantastic game. A large part of why that realization doesn't really happen is actually because of Legends Arceus. A lot of it comes from early on with Scarlet Violet's release. People had a bad experience with, like, the game crash and, like, save data loss, and a lot of, like, the negativity being thrown around the game, that people are, like, still holding on to that. Which is an interesting thing when you think about it like this. If Legends Arceus never released, and this game was people's first experience with an open world style Pokemon game, like, there would be unambiguous, unanimous lauding and praise for this game. It's just because a lot of the flaws in this game are actually the same flaws that existed within Legends Arceus. People overlooked those flaws in Legends Arceus because it was new, new toy syndrome. That when the same flaws came back up again in this game, people weren't blinded by new toy syndrome anymore. It's the same thing that actually happened with Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom has a lot of the same problems Breath of the Wild does. It's just the breath of fresh air nature that Breath of the Wild brought is not carried over into Tears of the Kingdom, because by now we've gotten used to Breath of the Wild. So when the same things come up again, we don't realize these are the same problems that existed in the previous game. Because again, like, not really like a nostalgia, but it's similar to nostalgia. That's why I call it new toy syndrome. That's why I call it, again, that's why I say new toy syndrome. Is that it's the same sort of intentionally or unintentionally overlooking something's flaws because of overly positive experience and not really looking more critically at it. Yeah, I've never really had lag issues. Like, I will get lag issues during, like, rain and by the water, but any game does that. You know, anytime you're having so much graphic stuff going on screen, you're gonna have performance issues. Breath of the fresh air, no pun intended. Yeah, I mean that was not an intentional pun, but we roll with it. That is an intentional pun. We roll with that. Shame, bro. I mean, remember, I love puns. Puns sustain me. You know, it's a good example of it is this. If we got BDSP, say, 7 years ago. Say we got BDSP instead of Let's Go Pikachu. Everyone would have loved that game. Yeah, I've never had a Scarlet, like, I've never had a Scarlet Violet game crash. I've had Legends Arceus crash, and I've never heard anyone say Legends crashed on them. So I was like, does that make Legends a bad game because it crashed? Like, again, double standard. Oh my god. Mudkip, I'm just gonna send you this. Mudkip. I'm just gonna send you a screenshot of the conversation with Sly Guy right now. Which, again, Sly Guy is a disappoint. Sly Guy is a very, very disappoint. He didn't realize it got that move. Like, you telling me Buddy didn't, like, you didn't look up the new moves on the thing until now? Why? How many of those got about what you figured? Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. It's, they're very, very fake. Like, it's like one of the ones that always stuck out to me was the one where the Pokemon like terrestrialize and like it falls through the floor of the Ace Academy tournament, where it's like, this game's been out for a year and this is the first time we're hearing about this. That's a little sus. Can I prove it? No. But it seems a bit weird. Like, it's been out for a year and then, like, it's so comedically over the top. Register code 000. Well, yeah, Shiny Manaphy is not something you're really supposed to get. Shiny Manaphy is not something that really is not really supposed to exist. Because the only way to like, shiny hunt Manaphy was get the Manaphy on your get Manaphy off of Pokemon Ranger, bring it into a Generation 4 game, trade that Manaphy egg to a different version, hatch it. If it didn't come out as shiny, trade it to a different version. Like, Shiny Manaphy should not conventionally exist, which is probably why it does that. You're telling me you didn't look at the Pokemon you drafted did it. Oh my god, Sly! How did you beat me? How did this clown beat me in Season 5? I have so many questions! So why did it not send? Why did that not send it, Mudkip? There we go. There we go. That Manaphy is probably hacked. That Manaphy is definitely hacked. Because if it is from BDSP, that is hacked. Had an actual Legends game cartridge flat out would not work. Wow, the eye bulging one sure is fake. Yeah, again, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of ones that are just they're very it's very sus. It's one of the reasons why whenever like people make like high like the frame ones, everything will move. And I didn't draft Blood Moon Ursaluna. Alright. So the fact I didn't know it got Vacuum Wave is that. And I didn't draft it. You did. Is that whenever people get traded to shiny Pokemon spray, people assume it's fake. When it's a Manaphy shiny, when it's a shiny Manaphy, after the amount of effort it takes to shiny hunt a Manaphy legitimately, I don't think anyone's trading that thing. And the other thing is, a Manaphy, a legitimate shiny Manaphy, can only originate from a Generation 4 game. If it is from anything other than a Generation 4 game, that is a red flag it is hacked. There are certain Pokemon where the shiny either cannot exist, or the conditions for it to exist are so absurd that if someone is trading one away, the odds are anyone who did shiny hunt it legitimately would never trade it away. I mean, if it's a mythical, then yeah, it's fake. Unless they've done. They have little demon siblings. I mean, remember, most kids don't even know what a shiny Pokemon is. So I don't think they would know to be a jackwagon like that and trade it away. Again, one of the other reasons why I doubt. The relevant ones. I mean, if it's a mythical, then yeah, it's fake. Do you know what the error code is? I believe that is, this Pokemon is not allowed in home. Like, I believe that is the code that pops up for if it is hacked. Or at least if the thing reads this is a hacked Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, I have a number, like, again, I have a number of favorite insults. Jackwagon is one of them. Go Suck a Railroad Spike is another favorite of mine. Let's see, what are my favorite insults? Let's go over the list of my favorite insults, because there's a great number of them. Again, Jackwagon is, like, high on that list. Ass Clown, that's the other great one. I haven't used Ass Clown in a while. Actually, I need water as well. Remember, hydrate or dihydrate, ladies and gentlemen. Hydrate or dihydrate. It is not sandwich timer right on. Oh yeah, Blorb, I'm feeling in a good mood. I'll send you the GIF. I can send you the GIF that will not be named. It lets me laugh at special walls. And again, sour. Alright, Blorb. I mean, again, the GIF is a great GIF. And no, I will not explain. I will not explain. There is no explaining to do. On a random Mareep being impaled by a tree branch. Save the Mareep! Mareep is friend. Sheepo is friend! We do not allow Sheepo friend to suffer, because Sheepo is friend. Sheepo is friend. Lord of the Cursed Images. Oh boy, that is exactly Blorb to a T. Blorb is indeed a Lord of the Cursed Images. I don't really have favorite insult. I have a number of favorite ones. It's why I wanted it. Also gets bad. This is similar to 4 for the shiny. Again, give sandwiches to your robots. Always feed the robots sandwiches. But how is everybody doing tonight? Ooh, something. Blorb, I sent you the GIF. And yes, it's from the gacha game that was discussed several, like a week or so ago. Well, it's not from the game, it's from the game's associated anime, as is that character who was introduced with the Sabaton song. Context will not be given, explanations not elaborated on, just merely the GIF's existence has been acknowledged. I'm feeling in a good mood tonight. Also, I watched also dinosaur videos were watched, so dinosaurs always dinosaurs. Remember, people, you don't come for me, you come for the Allosaurus. The Allosaurus is the real legend. I also just realized something. Is Nightbot not able to actually get memberships from like gifted membership channels? I think I just realized like Nightbot has never received a channel membership. Which kind of would make sense of like there's a thing hard-coded, but Nightbot is not able to receive members. That should finish before midnight. Midnight. No! No, dearling! Deerling deserves only extermination, Ash. Deerling deserves oblivion. To be destroyed, so it may never return. Might take it out there, knife. Yet, there's... I just say the best place for shiny hunting Tinkaton would be the ruins in Asado Desert. I think that would probably be the best place to go. Wow, you're a dumbass. Back in like 10 minutes. Might be delivered back. Yeah, I mean, I was like, that would make sense if it was. Because, like, it's all, I mean, I guess also it could be like, it's not technically here. It's because it's not technically a viewer. It's a bot. So, like, I guess that makes sense. How do you function? How do you function? That's it, M&M Cheerios. I don't think I want to know M&M Cheerios. Also, you said you wanted to see the GIF, Blorb. I sent you the GIF. You have seen the GIF now, Blorb. The GIF. Yeah, it's been going pretty good tonight. All good in the neighborhood. Deep drop. That's like the... It wasn't meant to be cursed! It wasn't meant to be a cursed GIF, Blorb! It was just meant to be, that's the GIF I'm talking about. Trust me. I don't keep cursed GIFs, because I don't like cursed GIFs. Why did you bring up Apple? Apple was not brought up. We are a Microsoft household. We do not support Steve Jobs. Poor Master's stuck in a wall. He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls. Oh, the M&M Cheerios. Okay. That match checks out then. That math checks out. I don't know why you are saying apple. Apple? Why apple? Why apple? No apple. There are no apples here, floorhead polisher. There are no apples that exist here. It's not cursed, Ash. That's not cursed. You sent Apple in DMs. I merely replied with the first thing that popped up when I typed in Apple. Floorhead polisher. I said, Nintendo is bad company. Now my friends say, so why'd you put Pokemon? See, technically, that's where you can push your glasses up, Starfall, and say, actually, Nintendo does not make Pokemon. Nintendo is merely the publisher. It is Game Freak that makes Pokemon. Actually. Yes! Yes! Someone else who knows Pokemon is not made by Nintendo! Thank you! Something's bad does not mean it's not fun. Also, absolutely apt reply. Top tier response, Starfall. Like, I mean, I'd freaking blast Treyarch, where it's like, I enjoy Call of Duty Zombies. Like, I mean, I enjoy classic zombies. Like, Black Ops 4 and onward, blah, that sucks. That sucked. Exactly. Just because a company's a bad company doesn't mean it's not fun. I'm gonna need to save that one. Oh, trust me, Starfall. You will find a like-minded singular brain cell company here. We here are just singular brain cell. Single brain cell. And sometimes less than a single brain cell. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ah, it's fun. It's always fun. Now, question is, what am I gonna do later tonight? I mean, other than Union Circle hosting. We have Union Circles we're gonna be hosting. Actually, I could do some more of that. Yeah, I can do more of that tonight. You're not a shiny, are you? You're not a shiny. So I'm hunting for Tank, like I said before, and I turn around. The biggest lag spike in every Tinkaton in existence. Oh boy, that's terrifying. Yeah, Tinkaton, I mean, well, Tinkatank took a while for us to shiny hunt. We got, like, what? Yeah, we got 2 shiny Orthworm and I think a shiny Bronzor before we actually got the shiny Tinkatank. It took a while to get that. Also, Ash, go watch Jurassic Park. I remember that because I was watching Jurassic Park things. I was like, oh yeah, Jurassic Park. That movie's like slaps. God, I still can't get over how bad of a movie Dominion was. Like, that movie legitimately hurts me on a physical level. The only thing Jurassic World Dominion did right is it did justice for the Allosaurus. That's it. Like, everything else about that movie is crap. Like, sure, the T-Rex and the Therizinosaurus fighting the Giga is cool, but strongest bite force in the world! The T-Rex doesn't need help! The question isn't, how long would something last in a fight against a T-Rex? The question is, what the hell would be stupid enough to fight a T-Rex? The answer is absolutely damn nothing. Only another T-Rex would. And that's because no matter what, a T-Rex wins that fight. Like, 2 T-Rex face down, default a T-Rex wins. Also, yes, you will find that I love dinosaurs here. So be very, like, I love Godzilla, I love dinosaurs, love Pokemon. Be very prepared for Pokemon, dinosaurs, and Godzilla rants every so often. Just so, like, they're a semi-frequent occurrence. I feel very strongly about these things. Ooh. Okay, that must have been a Terra Shard. That was a Terra Shard, then. Noted. Totodile. I do love Totodile. Reason I actually picked that thing up with the EVO Draft League. Big fan of Totodile. Without a good bean. It's just so happy. Totodile is just so happy. I love Tyranitar. So, Starfall. Irony. One of the 2 draft leagues that I'm a part of. The UNPL, the Uva Naraha Premier League. In week 4 of that league, I have to fight a Tyranitar. Like, the thing is, Tyranitar used to be on my, like, the staple of my old competitive team. I would run Sand Tyranitar with Excadrill. And next week in that draft league, I am fighting a person using Tyranitar and using Excadrill. So the entire first 4 weeks of my UNPL draft league is, as I like to call it, Johto hell. Because I had to face Raging Bolt week 1. You know, Paradox of a Johto Legendary. Week 2, I had to face Walk and Wake, which that video is going to go up tomorrow. Absolute legendary fight against the Walk and Wake. Week 3, which I just had that fight today, I had to fight Gouging Fire and Raikou. And then week 4, I faced Tyranitar. Like, things dealing with all of, like, the terrifying Johto Pokemon that are legal in the league is just Johto hell has established itself. It's like, really? You gonna do me that way, game? Yo! It agrees with the Johto terror! Terror of Johto! The little zebra that could! Let's go. Let's go. Now get in the ball, Bledsoe. Get in the heckin' ball. It is another Jacob, as always. Today has been 2 shiny Jakies. Click. Also, it's kind of fitting we're shiny on an electric type, so I'm wearing my AC/DC shirt. You could say I'm feeling pretty charged about that. No negativity here. Hey, I'm making bad puns, Roost. The only reason to be happy. I'm making bad puns. Otherwise known as the greatest reason. Also, hello there, Chicken Man. Can one of the mods go grab Roost's link, please? How are you doing today, Chicken Man? How goes chicken things? Also, meet your great grandfather, Dino Chicken Nuggy. My puns are better than Omar's. I have been doing puns since before Omar. Puns has literally been my channel shtick for like 4 years. Cease the cruel and unusual punishment. I'll drink to that. I can drink to that. I am independent chicken who doesn't need no humans. Fair enough, chicken man. Fair enough. Fair enough, Mr. Chicken Man. Technically, Sir Chicken Man, as you are a moderator. Go, Dino Chicken Nuggy. Destroy the plug heads. Destroy only the plug heads. Get 12 minutes. Yes, run in terror. Run in fear from Dino Chicken Nuggy. Way to go to the gym. You better get a badge for going to the gym. Go, Dino Chicken Nuggy. It only knows destroy. It only knows bloodlust. Oh, it ran face. Okay, so it actually can't. It can't run through the rock. That's cool. Electabuzz Aldrin. Electabuzz Aldrin. Electric. Union. But yeah, we are gonna be doing Union Circles. I mean, if you can shiny hunt an Eevee, power to you. But Eevee is not an easy thing to shiny hunt. So I would caution. But if you would like to go for the hard mode hat trick, I would say power to you. All power to you. I mean, yeah. We got lucky with Flabebe family shiny hunts. We got very, very lucky with shiny hunting that stupid thing. You can shiny hunt and miss some power. It's a lot easier. I have no idea what that is, Roost. Also, I have legitimately just debated actually getting Power World and playing it. Like, we may play Power World. Yo, nice! Shiny Snorunt. You could indeed say, no problem. You could indeed say, no problem. Electros. Like, Electros' walking animation is so stupid, but I like it. It's like, it's like that. I don't know, that little line. Today, I folded today. I got it today. Already their version. I got caught 2 luckies already. Their version of shinies. Oh, wow. Wow. Honestly, I respect they just call them luckies. Sadly, the launch sale has ended now. It's full price. Only a $3 difference. Oh no, whatever will I do? Whatever will I do? So wait, can you get Power on Switch? Or is it like a Steam only game? I've yet to like look into it too heavily. Okay, to be fair, so is shinies for Pokemon. Like, let's be real. Shinies is also a kind of a goofy name when it comes to Pokemon. The only reason the name Shinies is caught on for Pokemon is just because that's been, like, the group thing for, like, years. Xbox. Okay. I mean, I have Steam. Also, speaking of Steam, I bought the Ace Attorney, like, collection. So, that is a series to look forward to. Ace Attorney Blind. Like, it's it's not just like the Ace Attorney like original trilogy. It's like it's all the Ace Attorney games. Like that bundle pack on Steam was like $20. Cause like one of my friends got me a $20 Steam gift card for Christmas for Christmas, and I bought like that for it because like it was on sale. I was like, okay, that's like what, like 6 games. Like that's 6 games, like $20. That's freaking a steal right there. We have to get it. I've actually found the Lucky Pal in the area was too high level for me. I would have gotten only toys, but completely overall if anyone near it. Well, that does indeed sound like a skill issue, J-Rad. Well, I was gonna mention when I first heard the term shiny as a Pokemon term, I almost locked my friend into something. Yeah, like again, the term shiny Pokemon to anyone not familiar, it sounds stupid. Like it's only because the term shinies is such a like common accepted term that we've accepted it. Again, if like I mean like glittery. Like glitter Pokemon, glittery Pokemon, sparkly Pokemon. Like any of those words, it would just sound stupid. But it's just because that's been like the term for years that we're just used to it at this point. We're just dead to the world at this point when it comes to it. Go walking way. You might as well be walking on the sun. You might as well be walking on the sun. Hello, light bulb head. Get blasted. Once again, stay scratched or get clapped. Does the Ace Attorney have a dual destiny? If not, you buy it. Like the sale ended. The sale ended like a while ago, if I recall. Like a few days ago, I remember that. I'm already looking down on the term luckies as a term like pseudo-legendary Pokemon. Also looking down on the term luckies. Like, I prefer the Japanese term for pseudo-legendaries. Like, the Japanese name for pseudo-legendaries is the 600 Club. Like, that just sounds way cooler than pseudo-legendaries. You know, like, I'm a pseudo-legendary. I'm part of the 600 Club. That just sounds way cooler. Like, 600 Club, just chef's kiss Japan. Like, what? Like, stop being so awesome, Japan. You can't steal all the good stuff. Yeah. But again, that's why I say 600 Club. Exactly, Roost! It does sound way more badass! That's why the 600... We need to start a movement to get the community to change from pseudo-legendaries to 600 Club. We need to make a push for that. Because, again, it just sounds way more metal. Fun fact about Power World, the dog also a boat. Boat. Mad boat tactics. Boat. I mean, can't be any different than, like, a dragon boat that existed in, what? Wind Waker? Yes, you can eat a Slagoo, Jade. Just make sure it's a Colosian Slagoo, not a Hisuian one. Because we like the Hisuian one, we don't like the Colosian one. Just put some salt on it. It'll be perfectly fine. Just put some salt on. In fact, you can put pals. Oh my gosh, that's amazing! That is amazing! Already, it's already a better game than Breath of the Wild. You can give them head pats. You can't give the doggo head pats in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Immediately better game than those games. Again, any game that lets you head pat the doggos or doggo-like creatures is immediately good in my book. Because they all deserve head pats. Immediately. Can I consume metric tons of iron sulfide? I would not recommend doing that, Blorb. I would not recommend doing that. You can, but only once. I don't even think he'd get like halfway. He wouldn't even get halfway through it. I mean, just like you can eat a tungsten telephone pole launched from space, but you can only eat it once, because then you're dead. I accidentally led an entire chat of 100 or so into trying to eat a streamer's token. Wait. You're explaining that right now, Starfall. With a fruit-like pal that jumps. Oh my gosh, that's amazing! That is just top tier right there. I don't think Tinkaton's good in VGC. As the lyrics go, I'll unhinge my jaw for you. Blurb. I need to send that to a friend of mine. I need to send the most recently discovered gift to a friend. Oh, but I just realized that GIF vibrates in anger just like Carmine. Jared, I need to send you this. She vibrates in anger just as Carmine does. Oh, yeah, right, there's a Bionicle one. A Bionicle video. I don't like Togepi. I said I was going to turn their shiny Togepi into Scrubby. Do not hurt Togepi! We are Togepi friends here. Our second favorite Pokemon is Togekiss. We do not allow the hurting of Togepi. Togepi is friend, not breakfast. Speaking of breakfast, tomorrow is actually muffins. Muffins are delicious. Vibrating in anger. Vibration rage. Vibration. Let's go. I understand that one to Jade as well. That could be fun. Like, yeah, Jade, I think Jade's also gonna get an amusement out of this. She vibrates in rage, just like Carmine! I love Carmine, she's great. Like, I love how it just, she vibrates in anger. Like, the thing I find great is, because, like, the stream is outputting at 30 frames a second, but I believe the Switch itself is 60 frames a second. So, she vibrates so fast. She vibrates at 60 frames a second. But, if you're going in 30 frames a second, you can't see her whole body vibrating. You can only see the hands vibrating. Oh, what did you send in return? Cowabunga it is! I've seen that GIF before. That one checks out. I like that one. Not as good as a gear, but it also is good. Vibrating in rage. Carmine is great. Like, I get why people don't like Carmine, but Carmine amuses me. I find Carmine very amusing. Which, again, is the only thing that matters to me. Yeah, no, her whole body vibrates. It's just her whole body vibrates at 60 frames a second, but if you're watching it in 30, her whole body stays stationary. It's very hard to see, but her whole body does vibrate. It's great. No, it is her whole body vibrates. It's very hard to see. But we are going to be going on a raid. It is raid time, ladies and gentlemen. Not Raid Shadow Legends, because we do not. Yo! Christian's doing some Rayquaza DAs. He's shiny hunting the legendary Noodle. Let's go give some love to our fellow friend in the Elite Battle League. Yeah, she moves too fast. She moves faster than the eye can see. See you guys next time.